What is up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the FanTracks podcast, coming to you from fanboysanonymous.com. I am your host, the owner of Fanboys Anonymous, Tony Mango, and with me on the panel tonight, we've got Ronnie Brown.
Hey, hey.
And Sam Lassio.
Howdy ho.
We'll be doing that one a little bit later. See, what we're going to be doing for the next couple editions of the FanTracks is we're going to do a bunch of Christmas specials. We did some of them for Thanksgiving, and we figured we'd kind of keep the track going and do some good old Xmas specials. So some of the things we're going to do today, we're going to do Simpsons. We might also do Futurama. We could end up doing Seinfeld, the Festivus episode, South Park, Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh. We might end up adding some other ones into the mix. I don't know. You'll see. But if you don't know what the FanTracks podcast is in general, it is a commentary track that you can listen to while you watch the same television show or movie that those of us on the panel are currently watching together. We like to give you the experience of just sitting around and bullshitting with your buddies. So what we're going to do is crack some jokes, have some fun, talk about different things that we like, didn't like, whatever about these episodes. Not trying to be too technical, because obviously we didn't work on these. We're just fans, but for this episode, we will be watching The Simpsons Season 1, Episode 1, Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire. Original air date, December 17th, 1989, when I was just not too old, and you guys were, what, not born yet?
I was 2 weeks from being born.
I was about a year and a half from being born.
That's crazy.
So if the Christians were right, then I was alive at this point.
That is true.
So, obviously, we're doing a huge flashback. We are all huge Simpsons fans, at least for the first, dozen or so seasons. But this is where it all started, and it's odd to think that it started with a Christmas episode, but nonetheless, it is a classic, and of course, we couldn't do Christmas episodes of TV shows for FanTracks without doing The Simpsons. So, what you're going to want to do to get this working the same way that we have it working is you're going to queue up your DVD or your stream or however you're watching this, and I will give you a countdown of 3, 2, 1, play. And as soon as I say play, that's when you hit your play button. We're going to bypass any FBI warnings or notifications of menus or any of that kind of stuff. It's going to start right at the beginning of the episode, so keep that in mind. Everybody make sure that you're set. All right, 3, 2, 1, play. And we've got our good old Simpsons Christmas special. Do. We start off with snowflakes instead of clouds.
The series almost ended right there.
Boom, motherfucker, right into the snow.
Good little joke about the sign.
And a bunch of kids, most of whom we'll never see again.
Including Norman and Fred here. Whoever the hell they are.
Spoiler alert, they die in the episode.
When they're driving back home, Homer hits them.
That one kid in the front with the open jacket ruined the whole thing.
Little bastard.
Good old Skinner. Skinner's one of my favorite characters.
Oh, yeah. Him and Chalmers.
Here's our prototype genie. Not black yet. Although maybe they switched it with what's his name?
Smithers.
Smithers, yeah.
She's so bad at pronouncing German.
How dare that child not have flawless pronunciation?
Here's our prototype Ralph.
Who actually acts a little smarter than he normally is.
Maybe a little bit of Martin in him. There's the freeze frames.
Oh, we're about to see Lisa naked for the first time.
Yeah, it's very awkward.
Yeah.
At the time when it comes out, you don't think anything twice about it because it's like they were so limited on their animation and stuff. But in retrospect, you're like, they couldn't have drawn like a skirt.
Like her crotch is right there.
Right.
Yeah.
I love Skinner.
Those are such underrated jokes.
And this is, my God, what a tame joke compared to things nowadays.
Uh-huh.
I always thought that one girl in the background with the stretched out head was really fucking creepy looking. Something happened when she was born. Kid on the right of Bart, too. It's like a
Yeah.
reject from Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Or he's got cancer or something, I don't know. Little beady eyes. But yeah, that was a
That
big
woman-
problem back in the day. Like,
That
Bart
woman
was...
behind Marge has no nose.
Oh, she does? Yeah, that's right. Well, this is back in the era when Bart was, like, controversial. And
Yeah.
now it's like, God. You talk about
Right.
underrated, like, subtle, simple jokes. I love the idea that they have Snowball die, so they get Snowball 2, and it's a black cat.
Yeah.
And then they would ruin it all by getting Snowball 3 and calling that cat Snowball 2 again.
That's one of my favorite jokes in the episode.
Yeah. Poor Bart. He even tries to do her a favor later on in the episode by getting the mother tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
This is back with the Walter Matthau voice, too. Marge!
Yeah.
Oh, Marge.
Well, for some frosted chocolate shakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of a risk that they took. You know, you got a cartoon and Bart flat out just says there's no goddamn Santa Claus.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember watching this as a kid, and that never caught on to me. I mean, of course, by the time I got to around like 6 years old, I knew there wasn't a Santa Claus. But
Oh, yeah.
and spoiler alert for any kids watching FanTracks,
Yeah.
You are,
They said
your
it'll be
parents are
okay. You'll get a
terrible.
pony in 2 years.
This is back also when they used to not know what to draw on the walls, so there's like 10 different photos of Abe.
Yeah.
Great introduction to Patty and Selma. March, please.
And all you younger kids and teenagers watching, phones used to have cords.
Yeah. Phones used to have that shape to them too, instead of just being a square. God, how simple the fall was too. It's been a while since I watched this episode.
What is that house in the background? I hope they show it again. That one.
That one?
That green one. Like,
So-
why?
It's a
No
log
doors
cabin.
or anything?
Oh, this is back when Flanders was a jerk.
Yeah, and he wasn't super religious yet.
Yeah, it was jerk ass Flanders before it was jerk ass Homer.
It was before he found Christianity.
And lost his wife. Then a whole bunch of other things horrible happened in his life. But he's younger. I mean, he's supposed to be what, 60, like 10 years from now.
Oh, yeah.
So he's only in like his 50s. I mean, come on.
Physics.
It's a good thing she can fit that in there with her ears. Little bunny ears that she was supposed to have. Good joke about the mall parking lots. Really
Oh, yeah.
simple, man. I miss old simple jokes on The Simpsons.
hmm
Where they didn't have to beat you over the head with it, you know?
Yeah.
Flawless logic.
Yeah, nothing can go wrong with this plan.
Yeah.
She looks so dangerous.
Because that's what a mother would love.
Such a droning response.
I love that voice.
Yeah, get in the chair. This is a great gag, too. Homer just does not give a shit about his job.
He's actually inspecting things, maybe for the only time ever.
Yeah. Do not squiggly line, squiggly line, squiggly line. I love the old eating noises, too.
hmm
This is back in the era of The Simpsons when he'd be like, "That's Homer Simpson, sir. Simpson, eh?"
God, look at his office. Even that's so mundane compared to what it usually is. Really low key compared to the empty, vast hall that it is in modern Simpsons or postmodern or whatever.
Where's that Bart?
Where's that Bart?
Moth.
The
I need to
popcorn
finish the
king?
tattoo.
You gotta love TV shows too, that he can get a tattoo, he's not bleeding, he's not in too much pain, and right next door they can get the laser removal that day. They can do it.
Yeah.
No like risk of infection, whatever. And it just happens to be the laser from Goldfinger.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's common in every dermatologist office. I mean,
Yeah.
anything involving skin, that laser's there.
Classic gag here. I'll quit it.
And another thing for you kids out there, not everyone had debit cards or Mac cards, as they were called. They actually had jars of money.
And rabbit ears on their TVs, which weren't
Yeah.
widescreen.
And I don't think anyone really had answering machines yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are really
Homer-
odd when you're watching old Simpsons.
Comes out.
God damn it, Flanders.
See, later Flanders would never have something saying Xmas. The Christ is going to be there, God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Homer would just steal all of his decorations. Probably his presents, too.
Probably.
No matter how stupid Homer is, he always tries.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Peter Griffin used to be like that until they just made him a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Circus of Values. BioShock took that from The Simpsons.
He's gonna give that to Bart, not Lisa.
Yeah.
I don't see the problem with this. I understand that logic. Little kids don't know any better. Just give them a fucking dog toy. We're coming up to what is my mom's favorite joke from any episode of The Simpsons ever. That's it. Mr. Simpson dropped the pork chop.
Even funnier than this one's mine, and this one's mine, and this one's mine.
That is her favorite joke out of anything from The Simpsons ever. Anybody mentions The Simpsons, she immediately goes
That's
to
not even really a joke. That's what's so funny.
Yeah.
Mo with his black hair before the stresses of life got to him.
Yeah. He's actually almost like cheerful in this. He's the one trying to make Homer feel better. It's Christmas time or whatever. Now he would be literally hanging a noose.
Yeah.
Huge different design
What's
to
with
most
the
ever.
crazy getup? Not what's with the Santa suit. What's with the crazy getup? It's Christmas time.
It's a terrible beard. Look at that mustache.
That's all they need.
Do you
It's
like
just you-
kids? Sure.
Before the rampant pedophilia.
How defeated they are. Never got that joke until I got older. Reminds me of when Cletus was sitting on Homer's
Wow, you
lap.
cotton picking.
I love you, Paul. I love
I
you,
love you.
Cletus.
Let's stop this fussing and a feuding.
So he doesn't want his family to know what's going on, but he hangs his Santa hat.
I guess you
He
can try
makes-
to justify it that it's just getting into season.
Yeah.
Simpsons aren't that observant.
Look at how many times their entire house layout changes. There's extra rooms sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
What about the fucking stockings right there?
$75 for a tray. I bet you it's significantly more now.
He just lifts the goddamn tree.
And the guy starts shooting. That's pretty quick thinking for Homer.
Yeah.
Maybe he still had the crown in his head. Oh, it's the opposite. Never mind. The donut does look kind of good.
I like that Homer's real beard is showing through the fake one.
Yeah. The chocolate milk mustache. Lewis used to be a real big part of the kids.
Yeah.
And he just changed.
And
Wow.
Millhouse had black eyebrows for a second, then they changed to blue.
Now Lewis had the power to change ethnicities. Again, quick on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Kicking ass, Homer.
Who was the beard really fooling?
That little stupid ass kid with the donut.
Insulting Santa Clauses everywhere.
Look how depressed these Santa Clauses are.
Just like real life.
Yeah. I always hated this woman. Her voice is so annoying. But look at her rack, Jesus.
So costume purchase and beard rental. So he has to give the beard back.
Yeah, but he can keep the costume. That crazy get up. Barney with his yellow hair.
And an even worse beard than Homer's.
They used to have morals on this show. Oh, we got the happy little elves. What the hell's wrong with that one? I've never been to a horse race kind of thing, but this episode has always made me consider it being just the lowest of the low.
Look, it's Santos El Halper.
I know Dr. Marvin Monroe was there's a character that really got killed off.
Oh yeah.
Mostly because of the voice, right? Wasn't that their rationality? There's just two.
Yeah,
So.
I think Harry Shearer didn't like doing it, and nobody liked listening to it. So
And Matt Groening says that he hates Database because of the voice. I love Database.
you want listen to the commentary for Bart's comment. Yes, we're gonna comment on a commentary. Matt Groening says that episode has the perfect amount of Database for him, just enough that he can tolerate. Any more it'd be too much.
By the way, yeah, if anybody hasn't heard the commentary from The Simpsons, definitely check it out. It's the best commentary that I've ever listened to for the most part.
Oh, I agree completely.
I can usually put that on in the background and just keep the commentary running.
Better than ours.
I won't deny that. God, even the first episode, Lisa is a pain in the ass. I do like this response, though. Shut the fuck up, please. Something's wrong with that dog. It's pink. That one's light blue.
The dog is suffocating.
Yeah. Let's turn the trope on its head. Build suspense or whatever. Or they can still just lose.
This is a great joke.
Yeah. Really, it's depressing to think that like a 10-year-old like Bart has this burden on his shoulders of we're poor. Let's try to look at the garbage on the floor to see if there's any winning tickets.
Yeah.
Al Jean has said that what he would want the last episode of The Simpsons to be is it would end at the beginning of the pageant and the whole series is a loop. But you kind of can't do that considering Santa's Little Helper joins the family here.
Mm-hmm.
Paradox. How about that, Al? I still say it should end with the nuclear plant, something like that.
Just blowing up, or
Maybe it blows up and it turns out that it's been this time warp the whole time, and that's why none of them aged. That'll explain their yellow skin, too. Good guy Homer still comes through.
Yep.
There you have it. Very first episode of The Simpsons. Started a huge, huge following. Became what I consider the best series of all time until they started to suck. But now they're getting back on track a little bit.
A little bit.
Bar none, though. I think if you need to watch any TV show, if you told me stranded on a desert island, I could only have a box set of whatever, it'd be the first 12, 13 seasons of The Simpsons.
I agree. Because not only do you get fantastic episodes, you get fantastic commentaries. So that's double the value.
Good point. I've learned more from The Simpsons than many, many classes in school.
I mean, now they have classes based on The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's crazy to think. 20 something years later. No, more than that, almost. First ever Gracie films. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
First ever shush.
All right, guys, thanks for watching.